and welcome to Play PKN, the weekly video bulletin of the top news stories on PKN Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. I'm PKN's publisher, Lindy Hewson, and this week's bulletin is brought to you by our sponsor, KM Packaging, specialist in high-performance lidding films and shaped pre-made pouches. Making headlines this week, Australia's eco-startup ZeroCo, the innovator of a closed-loop packaging model for cleaning products, has smashed the country's record for the largest crowdfunding campaign in history, raising $5 million in just 6 hours and 27 minutes. ZeroCo's founder, Mike Smith, who was featured incidentally on the PKN podcast in September, has implemented an Australian-first closed-loop supply chain where products are delivered carbon negative direct to customers' doors. Customers simply empty their refill pouches into reusable forever bottles and then send the pouches back to be cleaned, refilled and reused for a lifetime. ZeroCo will use the capital raise to help it expand its product range and enter the global market in 2022. The company is aiming to clean and sanitize 10,000 pouches per day, over 1 million a year, over the next 12 to 18 months. In other news, APCO, in partnership with Dairy Australia and the Australian Dairy Products Federation, has launched a sustainable packaging roadmap for the dairy industry to fuel the sector's push towards the 2025 national packaging targets, in collaboration with the Australian dairy manufacturing industry and with extensive consultation across the entire dairy packaging value chain over more than 18 months. Now, the new roadmap provides a collective vision and framework for improving the sustainability of dairy packaging moving forward. It highlights the opportunities for collaboration on the road towards the 2025 targets and the development of a sustainable circular packaging ecosystem in Australia. Now, as part of the plan laid out in the roadmap, dairy manufacturers will review all their packaging to identify and implement opportunities to optimize for sustainability. This includes exploring possibilities for the elimination and/or reduction of packaging items, reusable packaging, improved recyclability, and the increased use of recycled content. This is the first time a national dairy sector has come together anywhere in the world at this level to endorse a collective call to action and work together to deliver a sustainable approach to packaging. Well done to APCO and to the dairy industry. Another success story comes from plastic packaging manufacturer and recycler Pact Group, which has been nominated by the Australian Financial Review and Boss magazine as one of Australia and New Zealand's most innovative companies for the 9th consecutive year. Now, for this year, it has received recognition for its world-first freeway noise walls, which will be produced from 75% recycled materials, including soft plastics and hard-to-recycle post-consumer low and high-density polyethylene. At the end of their 40-year lifespan, each wall panel will be 100% recyclable, demonstrating a significant opportunity for the current and future circular economy. Now, more news related to the Pact Group is the rollout of a new eco-friendly range of cleaning products from Woolworths' own brand Macro, with packaging made by Pact from recycled HDPE. This 1-litre Macro laundry liquid bottle is made from 75% HDPE content, while that's our HDPE, while other packaging in the range is made from 100% recycled PET. The shift to this packaging is expecting to see approximately 45 tons of recycled post-consumer plastics reused and diverted from landfill annually. CEO Sanjay Dayal said the collaboration highlights what can be achieved when industry works together to develop a solution that advances the circular economy. Now, the sustainability trail widens with some key takeouts from the 2021 Tetra Pak Index, revealing that COVID-19 has rewired consumers now expressing a strong desire to take action to keep themselves, their food, their communities, and the planet secure. The index reveals that concern about the environment is very strong, with pollution and plastic litter in the ocean as the joint top worry at 83%. Followed closely by global warming, cited by 78% of consumers across 9 countries. This sits just ahead of food waste at 77% and food accessibility at 71%. Meanwhile, nearly half of the global population are recognizing the impact that everyday choices have on the environment. Everyday choices are made with brand preferences in mind. And this week, we feature brands that have ramped up their sustainable packaging delivery. So firstly, there's Nespresso Starbucks by Espresso and Nescafe Farmers Origins, which are introducing coffee capsules made using 80% recycled aluminium across the entire retail range. The capsules are also now made with thinner aluminium foil, so each capsule uses 9.2% less aluminium and is 8% lighter than before. Then there's Sanitarium Health Food Company's flagship brand, Weet-Bix, which now includes the Australasian recycling label from this month, which alerts consumers to the company's commitment to sustainability with 100% recyclable packaging. This move comes off the back of a 2021 Consumer Insights report that finds that the Australasian recycling label doubled the likelihood of packaging being recycled. The ARL makes it clear that the Weet-Bix carton and the flexible plastic liner are both recyclable. And lastly, in line with its ambitious sustainability targets, food manufacturer Goodman Fielder has changed the packaging for Praise, mayo and aioli with bottles and jars made by Pact Group using 100% recycled PET, marking an Australian first in the mayo category. With 12.4 million bottles of Praise consumed across Australia every year, the shift to recycled packaging will save 380 tonnes of virgin plastic every year. The jars, bottles and caps are also 100% recyclable. Well, that's a lot of positive news to wrap up on. That's all for me from this week. To find out more about these stories and more, head to our website, packagingnews.com.au. Thanks again for watching and do stay safe. And to those people in Melbourne, I hope coming out of lockdown is fantastic.